Hey everyone, Pal Anthony here, bringing you another review, and today we're reviewing Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And, wow, this movie. It's definitely a fun flick for the family. It's been a while since I've seen a movie, so I'm a little out of practice, guys. But did I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it, but, is it the greatest movie I've ever seen? No. For example, they kind of turned her into a selfish brat, and I did not like that. I can't really explain why without getting into spoilers, because this is a spoiler-free review. The animation was indeed impressive. I enjoy the animation. You know, Disney puts a lot of work in their animation and whatnot. And let's see, what else can I talk about? But yeah, then later, once you see this image gone, I'm going to go into spoilers. The comedy, it was really good. I enjoyed the comedy. There is no, unlike last time, there is no villain. And again, this is kind of a sequel that nobody really asked for. I mean, I thought they wrapped up the story pretty well in the first movie. Is this better than the first movie? No, it is not. But it's not the worst movie I've seen. And it's not the greatest. It's, if I had to say, it was above average. Let's see if I can get into my ratings. Okay, so I enjoyed Vanellope. You know, Sarah Silverman, you know, knocks it out of the park, just like she did in the last movie. And it's kind of odd about this movie is that they kind of switch spots in a way. Like this time, Ralph is the comedy relief instead of Vanellope. So I thought that was pretty unique and interesting. Excuse me, guys. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, they switched spots, and I frankly kind of like Vanellope better as the comedy relief, but that doesn't really happen that much in this movie. So it's technically about these characters getting bored in their video game worlds, and Ralph tries to make a new shortcut, tries to create a new level for her video game, and he ends up breaking it. So he breaks Vanellope's video game, and they have to search for a brand new part for that video game, and there's what better way to look for it than the internet. And they have no idea what the internet is, they don't know how to interact with it, and it's basically a whole plot of the movie. But then Vanellope realizes that she doesn't want to go back to her game. That sucks. So, again, the plot of the movie is about friendship, technically, just like the last movie. And so, yeah. So that's pretty much the plot of the movie without giving away too much. So, with that in mind, let's get into this. I say I'm going to have to give this... I have to say this movie is awesome. It is a 7 out of 10. With a personal enjoyment of 4 out of 5. Because I enjoyed the last movie better. I enjoyed the first movie better than this one. So, so yeah. And I will get on this with spoilers. So as soon as this is gone, spoiler time. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna give it. It's a 7 out of 10, and a 4 out of 5 personal enjoyment level. Therefore, ranks as awesome. But yeah, so the next movie I'm probably gonna see is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm not sure. I have to look and see what the next one is. But yeah, so is this worth seeing in theaters? I'll give this quick note. If you have children, yes. But if you're just going it to see, hey, I'm a fan of Wreck-It Ralph, best to wait for this one on Blu-ray. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so, Wreck-It Ralph. What do I think of it so far? Well, if you've stuck around this much, that means you've seen the movie. So, let's see if I can get you guys looking out the window for a bit more fun. Look at my neighbors, for example, if I talk about this. I did not see this movie alone. My mom came with me, so that's why I didn't do a drive review. That's why I'm doing a review in my house. But yeah, I cannot believe this. Vanellope doesn't want to go back to her game, and she'd rather stay in this Grand Theft Auto game. And it's freaking stupid. They totally took my favorite character and turned her into a selfish bitch. And I do not like that. That is not Vanellope. So, it's just... Now Ralph is there without a friend. I mean, yeah, they stay in contact with each other. Like, they treat it as if it's like a long-distance relationship. And that's like... But Vanellope is the main star of her own video game, so it makes no sense why... I don't know why Disney chose this route. And because of that, that's the reason why I lowered the score. They messed up one of my favorite characters. I love Vanellope. This is the reason why I came back for this sequel. I want to see Vanellope again, and they screwed her up. And I can't believe they screwed her up. So... But yeah, instead Ralph is the comedy relief, and Vanellope, she just isn't the comedy relief no more. And I want her to be. That's the reason why I liked her. And now she's just not, and it just bums me out. So that's the reason why I didn't want to give it the reason why I docked it. I didn't want to dock it without reason, and that's why I gave this a 7 out of 10, because they messed up Vanellope, and there's no villain. There's no villain in this movie. None. Instead, Ralph is technically the villain again. Like he just splits his emotions in two. Like, he tries to get Vanellope out of this Grand Theft Auto game by putting a virus in it. It turns out the virus scanned him and made copies of him, turning him into the virus, and it's just freaking stupid. It's like, and a whole bunch of Ralphs come together to create this giant King Kong Ralph. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm trying to get you over here to. There's one of my neighbors. See, he's go pulling in this neighbor driveway here. Yep, there he goes. But anyways, back to it. But yeah, it's just they could have made a better choice of the villain. Like, I was kind of hoping, like, the guy who sold the black market, I was hoping he would be the new villain. I was like, here we go. Here's the villain of this film. No, Ralph doesn't fight him at all, and instead he ends up kind of fighting himself, and I think that was kind of stupid. So yeah, they messed up Vanellope, and they switched up the, that's -1 point. The weak villain, that's another -point, and then they switched up the roles, making Ralph the comic instead of Vanellope, and that's another point deducted. So, hence the 7 out of 10. So, you guys can go see it if you want, but I highly recommend you wait for this one on video, or save your money for Bumblebee next month and Aquaman next month. Or even Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, But, yeah, so... Alright, guys, we're getting close to 10 minutes, so I'm going to end it now, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and have a good night.